Now, there's something interesting that came up the other day on a message board. They
Yeah.
changed the symbol for snow mana on Oracle all of a
Really?
sudden. Yeah, they've altered it. Now, it's a pretty good bet that they might be coming back.
Snowland. You think they're going to go back to doing snow?
Do you reckon after Ravnica they would consider going back to doing, snow stuff again?
I always heard the rumor that there was
Or was it an error, was it? Old new. Well, you see, yeah, I go off the message board for one day, and I miss all this sort of stuff. Thank you for clearing that up. Although, just for the record, if they had chosen to bring back, did anybody actually like snow?
I think it was an interesting concept. I don't know how there was anything massively that was that it affected.
I would have liked to see somebody try, like maybe Boris Reckoner and Scred together. Like Scred, I think is a great answer, like to basically a lot of pretty much every creature you're wanting to deal with. I know.
With complete scrubs.
Yeah, I am a complete scrub. I sleep rather than troll message boards.
It's horrendous.
I know, right?
You're just unprofessional, Ollie. Unprofessional. Yeah, I agree with that. It's quite a nice idea as a draft.
Yeah, a lot of it didn't work. Oren Viper was pretty good, and Scred was good, and Into the North was what is to the format what Farseek is now.
Yeah.
That allowed people to play more multicolour.
I think there was some good stuff that came out of the snow sets. So, like for the Ice Age, you got things like you got the Martyr of Sands.
This is not going to be an intellectual battle. This is basically who mulligans,
Goyf versus
instant
Goyf.
disadvantage. Yeah, we tried to make this as easy as interesting a matchup as we can.
Goyf's
But we're
bouncing
pretty
off
sure
each
you
other.
don't want to see two people shake hands and then walk off and go and have a break, because that's pretty much what we would get if we went and did the 6-0 matches. In fact, the single remaining 6-0 match.
There are two people left on 6-0.
We had it confirmed that they have ID'd for this round.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you'd rather see people play Magic than not.
Indeed. So this is where all the Jund decks have been hiding. We've missed them. They all lost their first game.
They've obviously been very slowly rising up.
The 6-0s. One of them is Matt Light, and we're not sure who the other one is.
I might add, Matt Light has not lost a game.
He's not even lost a game yet. He's
undefeated. He hasn't dropped a game 6 rounds. That is 12-0 in games.
His percentage is 100.
They're just starting up. I believe they're just drawing the starting hands. Remember, they do get at least 3 minutes. You get up to 3 minutes to shuffle before. And that's a Blackcleave Cliffs we're leading off with for James Timm.
And is he going to drop anything, or is that going to be passing the turn? It's passing the turn.
It's a Treetop Village from Cyrus. And James has passed. He has missed on his land for the turn.
He's missed land. Yes, he's playing the lands in front.
I don't like people who do that.
I don't.
Oh, that is a burst lightning on his shaman.
He's still doing all right for seeing that he's working off the one land.
Yeah.
Seems like again.
That.
He kept a one land hand.
And he plays lands in front.
He deserves everything that happens to him. He deserves to be land screwed for playing the lands in front.
You've got to wonder how good is his hand. He didn't even think about that.
No.
He didn't even think about mulliganing.
Maybe potentially he has like dark confidence in hand and can potentially draw into his extra land.
We didn't see any mulligans.
He kept his hand. Cyrus is just.
It was pretty fast.
Gone into a blood crypt.
It's pretty
Isn't that an awesome name? Cyrus Bales.
Cyrus, he actually has a T-shirt with Cyrus Bales on it.
Does he?
So I can only presume he's so awesome he forgets his name every half an hour. I might add James Timm was on the play and is bricked on lands twice.
They have both won 5 games today. They are both 5 games.
We've had clarification from the judge. They both did 0-6.
James Timm is 5 in a draw.
Very well,
Cyrus
very accurate.
is 5 wins and a loss.
Could we do something about the glare? Well,
It's just the
again,
lighting of the room, unfortunately.
the lighting is like it is pretty bad bar lighting up at the
It's not
top.
brilliant.
We'll do what we can to try and reduce it. If you need something describing what is on the board, we can give you a more accurate. And that is kitchen finks come down.
Kitchen finks.
Cyrus, this is gone from bad to worse. Apparently Cyrus Bales is famous. Thank you very much for that.
Finks in
Yeah,
German.
he has gone with Finks, whereas James Timm has gone with
And he's
Huntsmaster.
lightning bolted the Finks.
Oh dear. He's still on one land.
So Finks puts Cyrus up to 22. Why lands in front? It was what they did originally, wasn't it? It was an old way of doing it.
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't either, but it was that's where it came from.
And
There's the
Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf, which is a 3.
Yeah.
I think it's a 3. We've got a land in there.
It's Verdant Catacombs Shaman. That is the kitchen thing's gone, so it's instant.
1, 2,
it's only 3-4.
It's a 3-4.
3-4. There's a Thoughtseize come out from James Timm. He's not in too bad shape considering he's actually
What have we got? Lightning
that's
bolt.
obstinate Baloth. He's obviously not going to pick it. I swear, right, if he picks obstinate Baloth, you can call him, oh no, he does it, he goes plays safe and goes with the Terminate. That would have been so funny. Oh my god, I would have laughed so much.
So we've got a Goyf sitting there as a 3-4 still.
Yep.
Oh no, it's 4-5 now.
Yeah, the sorcery.
Sorcery's in there now. The glare isn't that bad.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
It's not. It's not bad. It's not that bad. He
went and got a.
No, it was Thoughtseize he cast, so he could have taken the Baloth. But he wouldn't though.
No, why would you?
You wouldn't because he gets it into play for free. But really, like.
At this stage,
if they're up at this level, they should know what their spells do by now.
And in fairness,
we could understand if he had a gun pressed to his head.
He might make a rash
Although
decision.
I think he did when he chose to keep on that mulligan, because 5 would have been better than that. You've got to wonder what the rest of his hand is like. And in comes the Treetop Village as well. And he's just counting up for the Tarmogoyf.
I think it's a 4.
I believe it's at 4. Land, instant, creature, sorcery.
So James is now down to 9.
Yokohama GP, 2,300 players.
Wow.
Yeah, it is huge. Let's try and make some.
I'll leave that for Crosby. So that's it. Cyrus wins game 1.
No surprising.
Let's
even on a Malta 6.
Let's rephrase that. James lost game 1.
What do we think? What do we think? I mean,
well, looking at James's sideboard.
Oh,
he's got the kitchen finks in his sideboard.
Do you know what I would do if I was Cyrus? I'd be so cruel and just rub it in with like something like sowing salt.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Probably maybe obstinate Baloth. I would definitely bring that in. Even just set the dream situation where you can't discard anything else to Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
That would be so sweet. Possibly.
Yes, but you're a terrible person.
I don't really Thrun.
I can't imagine.
I think Cyrus would bring Thrun in now.
Yeah.
He knows what he's playing against. He looks from it that he's taken a few. He's leaping through a few removals and he's just taking a few out. James really needs some help
here. In fairness,
here.
at this stage, Cyrus doesn't actually know what James is playing. All he saw was a Blackcleave Cliffs
Well,
and
yeah,
some removal.
he did.
So
Because he could think he's maybe on black red or
yeah,
something like that.
there's no idea that he's
If I was
done.
him, I'd bring in Thrun, Huntsmaster, Abrupt Decay,
Olivia?
Maelstrom Poles, Kitchen Finks, Grimlarmor. I just bring in
Just bring in all the creatures.
Bring in
just
everything.
Swing.
Bring
Olivia Voldaren maybe.
Yeah.
Take some time ago.
If they're gonna, if they're probably both board in Olivia. They both James has 2 in the board. Cyrus has 1. I would think they would bring them in because it's a great card in the mirror. I don't know if anybody's faced Olivia in standard, but somebody untaps with that.
I tried.
It's pretty difficult to get under from under Olivia.
I tried running Olivia in standard. I was just not very good with her.
Do you know what I did? I am a terrible person. I had Nightshade Peddler with Olivia.
Oh.
I officially hold my hand up and say it was the same, and in the same deck I had Izzet Startercaster. And do you know the reason I don't play it now? But I might go back to it. The mana base was horrid. Because this is pre-gate crash, I might add.
Yeah, so you didn't have all the.
So
the
I didn't have like the option of Shocklands
it might be a bit better for you now.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. The amount of people who were just like, I did actually completely win a match to Staticaster and Nightshade Peddler. By turn 3, I had a lock against a green aggro deck, and he just basically sweeped all his cards up and went, right, I'm done. Right, I'm done.
That's it.
It's like game 1's over, done.
Let's try this again, shall we?
Let's just ripple up for the next game.
I mean, I played against in modern. I had a game that best of 3 where the total game length across all 3 games was 3 turns.
Oh dear.
I was playing eggs, and I was playing against homebrew Pox.
Yeah.
Swin's deck, and I went off with eggs turn 3 in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Bearing in mind I said that the total game length was 3 turns. So I went off game 1, turn 3, won with eggs. Game 2, opening hand, Leyline of the Void, where I had no enchantment removal.
Oh dear God.
Game 3, open hand, Leyline of the Void, and a scoop.
For those of us just joining us, we are at PTQ Manchester in the UK. Is 8 rounds of modern cutting to the top 8. We're coming to you live from the Thistle Hotel in Manchester. The top 8 will be broadcast from Fanboy 3, who is our host for today.
And we are currently in round 7, watching James Timm against Cyrus Bales in the Jund Mirror match.
And Cyrus is up a game. James kept a very sketchy 6-land hand after a mulligan. He only got 1 land on the board, and Cyrus just ran away with it, as you would expect him to.
Yeah, definitely. So, have they mulliganed again?
I almost wonder if James should have...
Yes, you are right. This man has his name on the front of his shirt.
He does. I almost want to hate him for that.
It's a little bit dickish, isn't it?
It is.
A little bit dickish.
Like, how many people are you going to speak with each day that need to know your name immediately?
Just by having it on the front of the shirt.
Yes.
It's a little bit self-centered.
So they're just looking at the starting hands. And away we go. Raging Ravine.
I hope he loses just for that. Only a little bit. Yeah, we've got to be nice. Only a little bit. You go awesome
Got a mustache, dude.
That's James, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed.
James is awesome mustache dude.
Yes.
He should have that on his shirt.
Yeah.
Just a picture of his face.
That's a lightning bolt
Awesome
for Shaman
mustache,
and another Raging Ravine. Oh wow, this is it's a Mana League shirt apparently.
It's a Mana League shirt with his name on it. It's
Yeah.
still got his name on it though.
Well, I like that. I like the fact that he's sponsoring a website.
Alright, yeah, I can see that. From what we could see, we could only just see that it was a shirt with his name on it.
Could they both lose? Yes, they could both draw. That is as good as a loss for them. Oh, right, okay.
This is a thought.
Tarmogoyf, Terminate, Shaman, Huntsmaster, Finks. What would you take, Bear?
Goyf.
Bearing in mind he can't currently cast anything. I want to say Finks.
Finks.
I think it's critical in this matchup. Like, they have difficulty getting that off the board. I'm going to go with Finks, but, you know, might be wrong there. Maybe Cyrus is worried about Terminate. Maybe because if he's got a Goif, he wants to get that.
Yeah,
He does indeed take the Goif.
Goif has just that mentality of you need to get rid of it out of your hand. It's just, if you can get rid of a Goif,
Yeah,
it's one less Goif to worry about.
Just do it. Just to clarify, we set up the red zone to be the attack zone, and James Timm has put both his lands in it because that's how he situates his cards. He is not cheating. Those Raging Ravines have never attacked this game.
Nor will they ever attack, more than likely.
Well, he's a bit mana light. That Thoughtseize has shown us that he is stuck on 2 lands at the moment.
And
That
the
is
Death
a
Right comes down for
shaman.
Cyrus.
That's a follow-up shaman. Now, we know James has Terminate.
Yes. He hasn't got the black for it yet.
Oh, wait. He
We
does
played
have his
the
own
Death Right.
shaman. He didn't get a land.
No.
I'm just going to check this. How many lands is he running? He's running 24 land. That is very unfortunate. See, now the shaman is great. And there we are. He who shamans first. As Dark Confident follow-up.
Wow.
Oh dear.
So he's probably hoping not for James to get the black mana needed for the Terminator.
Seriously, I think
Unless
James would be lucky to pull anything out of this. He did get his own Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf out.
Now, if Cyrus has an answer to this, it is all over but the shouting. That's Treetop Village off as a reveal off the Dark Confident.
So has he got a removal for the Goyf? Playing the village.
And it's a Maelstrom Pulse. Oh dear.
Oh, this
has gone from bad to worse.
Silly.
Yeah,
in a hurry.
T-shirt person, it's Mr.
Yep.
Cyrus Bales.
Mr.
If you
Cyrus
could ever
Bales.
forget what his name is, he is indeed.
He's beating Mustachio.
He is beating the mustachioed Junder, which is James Timm, and has he bricked on land again? He looks like he might be playing a land though.
It looks like he's going to be playing
He
something.
really needs something to get out of this. Oh, as a Marsh Flats is a good answer.
Better than nothing. It gets him a land.
I wouldn't be surprised if he broke it. He's got to break it for black mana.
Got to be.
And he's got the Terminate. Get the Confident off the board before it does any more damage. Surely. Or get the Finks down. Get some life back. Get into this game.
Gets just a basic
He
swamp.
does get a basic swamp. Very good play there. Very solid. And there is there isn't Molten Rains in, but Cyrus could easily have had them in his board. James does not know that he doesn't have them.
Well,
it's unconfirmed whether he is or not.
we'll plead the fifth on that one.
We'll choose not to comment on it.
We couldn't possibly tell you. We don't know. We've not met him. We can't nuke.
Yeah, please don't nuke us.
Yeah. So I think we're going to get a terminated Bob.
We don't know who the good UK players are.
No.
But basically, we don't because we've only just started doing more of these. Yeah. This is the first major event we've had commentary going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can learn who the best players are. Maybe get to meet them before the event starts, but we do apologise that we really don't know who they are, and we will actually rely on a lot of you to tell us. If you know there's a pro in the room,
tell us.
Get them to come over. To see if we can get them a feature match. We'd love to see people who are really good at this sort of stuff.
We got Matt Light on because you guys asked us earlier to put him on.
Yeah. We don't know James Timm from the next person. He's doing very well. Yeah, Matt Light, absolutely lovely person. He was nice enough to come into the booth. I mean, some
Yeah.
people might have objected to that. Well, he was
It's like,
perfectly.
nice to see
He
that
was
he's well
perfectly
liked
nice.
by his
He was
friends.
perfectly nice with us.
So
But no, it's whose T-shirt man? He's Cyrus Bales.
Cyrus
How
Bales,
could
the
you forget
t-shirt
his
man.
name?
His name's on his
Oh,
t-shirt.
it's Liliana
Lily of
of
the
the Vale.
Vale.
Oh dear.
Yes, we are.
We don't know. Well, we know we've met him today.
He's discarded a dark confidant with Liliana.
Oh, how does he? How does he come back from this? I mean,
He's, in fairness, he's up on life,
yeah, but
in theory, but his ball position isn't brilliant.
he's got the things. So at least to keep like some kitchen things fodder.
Yeah. He just chooses not to be sometimes.
I take it he's one of the. How have the metagames players
We
done
had
today?
one guy who dropped after
We
round
only
4.
had one player who travelled with us. God bless him. Tom started out with a loss and then went through, then
He got
had a draw, and then had a loss. As you can tell, not particularly
Yeah,
great.
we weren't well represented today.
Our most of our contingent cried off coming today, for whatever different reason.
Liliana is sacking the kitchen finks.
Well, you can all have your opinion on that. Like,
And the
some
Tamagotchi comes
some
down.
competitive players take it,
Yeah.
go a bit too far.
Tamagotchi just hit the field for Cyrus.
You,
James is not in a brilliant position at this point. At least he's getting his mana base sorted. He's got one card in hand.
well, he's got to play it.
Oh no, he's got
play
two. Yeah, he looks to have two.
But he's got to play something. He's got to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to confirm or deny any rumours at all. We're not going to. All we know of him is that the fact that we've met him today.
He seemed like a nice guy.
He was not like. I mean, if he was a particularly nasty person, he would have just refused to come into the booth, and we wouldn't have pressured him to come in. We'd like to talk to people.
Yeah, we can't sort of.
Well, that's
confirm
your
or
personal
deny that
experience
thing.
of him.
We've got a Hunt Master of the
It's a
Fells being played
Huntsmaster
by
of the
Timm.
Fells.
That's quite a nice one. It gets him some nice blockers.
Oh, that's a Dragon Ball Z card.
It is, isn't it?
It's a Dragon Ball Z card.
So we've had
we have
Pokemon
we have had
tokens,
every type of
we've got
tokens.
Dragon Ball Z tokens. Oh well, that's
Oh,
that's quite nice as well because
do
that
you know, that was a very pretty game. Confusing.
confusing but pretty.
English resentment and jealousy. Yeah, damn straight. I am jealous of
I'm jealous of the moustache.
I am jealous of the US gas prices. You
Yes.
wouldn't if
If
you've
nothing
never been
else.
to the UK and know nothing about our petrol prices. Don't come here and drive. If you're in the US, stay where you are.
Goif is swinging for the fences.
Honestly, I think in America I could fill up the entirety of the inside of my car for
Yeah.
what I pay in the UK.
So Goif is swinging in. Now, do you chump block the Goif with the wolf at this
Yeah.
stage? Yeah.
I think that's comfortable. The wolf really isn't going to make too much of an impact.
No.
I mean, James really wants to get the
But in
Huntsmaster
theory,
flipped.
if he blocks with the wolf, you can then sacrifice Lily to kill off the Huntmaster.
It's an odd one, because if he doesn't take lethal and thinks he's okay, if he thinks he's relatively safe,
He's discarding.
and that's Olivia's gone to the bin.
Unlucky.
We haven't. I've seen an eggs deck
Huntmaster-
going off.
Huntmaster
We haven't seen it.
flips.
We haven't seen it on screen, unfortunately.
So Huntmaster flips. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not particularly fan of seeing eggs on camera.
Huntmaster. So Ravager of the Fells resolves, doing 2 damage to the Death Right.
Yep,
Or kill it.
yep.
And 2
and
damage to
two to Diana.
Liliana. I think Liliana's going to catch a wolf to the
The
face this game.
the Borough lads have not done well. In fact, we had one player travel with us. Of the four of us in the car, the two of us are on coverage, and one of them is the table judge. So you can see how well
And the other one
the
has
Borough
gone
lads are
home.
doing. It not no fault of his own.
No, he
Just
just
really,
misplayed some key
he did
moments.
had some key misplays that like outdone him really.
He's played a deck that he's not had a massive amount of experience with.
No,
He's playing a gifts
he's
control.
playing gifts control, which is particularly difficult. Can we get T-shirt? I think we could get Cyrus in.
Do you want to interview Cyrus after this thing?
Yeah, I can do.
Well, we'll see if he wins first.
Yeah, well, we're making a lot of judgments here.
If he wins, then we can ask if
It's
he
the
wants
guy who looks like Meatloaf. One of you, yes, that's Mr. Paul
Yes,
Crosby. That
Paul
is, he is a
Meatloaf
level.
Crosby.
He is. If you see him, you might see him a lot of events because he's a level 2 judge,
He's one of the top
as well
judges
as
in
one
the
of the
North.
owners of Metagames and their resident judge there. Yeah, he is actually Meatloaf is one of his.
Nickname.
That is one of his nicknames. And he is actually able to post on the feed.
He's just posted on it. So we've currently got Cyrus searching from a land into a blood crypt from the looks of things. Or is it the stomping ground? Stomping grounds just come in.
Yes, it's Stomping Grounds.
He'd do anything beloved, but he wouldn't do that. You know what that is? No. You don't want to know what that is.
It's Meatloaf.
Especially with our Meatloaf.
It's Meatloaf night.
Especially with Crosby.
That
is a very
it's
scary
interesting.
thing.
Both Cyrus and James are now basically top decking.
Yes. He didn't attack with the Ravager, so Lily stays on the field.
They both get, Lily ticks up. Not surprising at all. And the Ravager is going to be.
This is the awkward one because Tarmogoyf is vulnerable to being double blocked here.
It is indeed. I would still offer it because if he double blocks, Lily can kill whatever's left over.
No,
and then
she's
James
just popped up this turn.
Oh yes, but no, like
Oh.
in future. I mean, James doesn't have a great amount of board
James-
presence.
Depends what he has.
Interesting now though. Interesting now that James has enough mana. If he tries to activate, he could sacrifice a Raging Ravine if he wanted to.
Yes.
I mean, he's on a bit of a flood. It's solid. It has a bit stagnated because it's junned both top decking,
Yes.
and neither of them are favoured right now.
No.
The Ravager is a big presence, and all those Raging Ravines could just get him now. I mean, it gives him legs on the deck. It's completely their decision on where they put them. Obviously, if you've played like that forever, you're going to play like that. I don't particularly prefer. What's the best top deck for them?
Best top deck?
Right now, I'd say for Cyrus, anything such Abrupt Decay would be amazingly good. Get rid of the Ravager or the Wolf, then tick down Liliana and get rid of them both. Maelstrom Pulse terminate. He's still Obstinate Baloth would get another big threat. As
I
for
tell you what,
James
in terms
Timm,
of a Kessig Wolf Run.
Wolf
Run would be a good
Wolfrun is
pull.
an odd. It's an odd choice because Cyrus is not running it, and I wonder why. I'd be interested to find out why, because I would have thought in this sort of situation that would have broken deadlock.
A Deathrite would be quite nice here.
Yeah, no, Bloodbraid Elf is an instant ban.
Yeah. Bloodbraid is a win for opponent because Bloodbraid Elf isn't there anymore.
Well, it might be added that James Timm has actually already discarded one of his Olivias, so it's less likely he's going to have it as a top deck, although that it would be pretty good right now.
It would.
It's debatable really, because now they're both, so they could both be sat on removal. No, I've not seen anybody have Wilfred in Jund, and but possibly that is what has put James Timm up at these top
Is it?
tables.
True. James has now just gone
I can,
searching for a
I can
Overgrown
imagine
2, untapped.
it'd be quite good for breaking through all of a sudden.
Yeah. He's playing something though.
And I think he's just reordered. He could
Well, no,
have,
he's brought in the Overgrown 2 tapped, so he's playing
he
something.
could be powering up for Raging Ravine. Although it's a bit unwise to get in.
No, he's playing a
Oh, that is a Liliana
Liliana.
of his own. That counts as a good top deck.
That's a pretty good top deck.
Yeah, it's he's done rather well though out of the situation.
So we've now got back to the stalemate of two
I think
creatures each.
that's just favouring James more and more because getting that Liliana off the board was critical.
I think I saw a lightning bolt in Cyrus's hand.
In comes the treetop. He's obviously, I think he's attempting to blow him out with removal. Oh, that's a both blocking.
So he's trading his token. Well, his token's dying.
Token's jumping. Treetop is eaten
Treetop
by the
is-
Ravager of the Fells.
Yes.
And could this be Liliana? This would be backbreaking.
There's a lightning bolt.
His kitchen thinks. He even went to remove the Ravager of the Fells from the board and didn't need to.
I think he's saving the lightning bolt in his hand. He's definitely got one.
It's pretty sad for James that Cyrus has a bolt in hand and he's on 4.
Which means, in
He
theory,
needs another blocker at least.
you need
I mean,
another Huntmaster
this
here.
turns on so many cards in Cyrus's deck.
Another Huntmaster here
I mean,
would
if he
be
gets
fantastic.
Abrupt Decay, another Lightning Bolt would be absurd. Maelstrom Pulse. Oh no, he's already used his Maelstrom Pulse. Terminate, we haven't seen as of yet.
He's still got Terminates in his deck.
He has 1 Terminate. Yeah, we've thankfully avoided situations where the match has gotten bogged down.
So
Now, he might actually go for a block with Raging Ravine. In fact, I think he's going to double block the Tarmogoyf.
well, you kill the Ravager in this sense, I think.
Oh no, that was bad. Bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, James literally running on fumes now. Like he's also lost a mana as well from doing that.
It's not looking good.
It is not looking good
good
at all. And there it
is.
is. That is Cyrus Bales. He now moves to, I believe,
6 and 1.
6 and 1.
6 and 1 for Cyrus. James Timm is now on 5.
I think he's 5-1 and 1.
5-1-1 is Timm. And Cyrus is on 6 and 1. So
Yeah.
both still with a
I think
reasonable chance of top 80.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if we saw James Timm show up in the top 8.
He can still get there. He obviously needs to win the next one.
He got very unlucky in the first game for the mill to 6. A lot of us would have kept a 1-lander with some promise. We don't know about it's a bit dodgy about whether they can. Cyrus may actually be able to ID in